Okay, I don't know if this is going to be part of the first video or if this is going to be its own video, but basically last time as I was doing my initial impression unboxing the Reaper V2, I got bit, so I had to end the video early because then I started being like, oh god, that's so much blood. So, let's see. For some reason, there's still a decent amount of play on the the bite handle, and I don't know why, because the screws are basically as tightened as I can, including, well, these Zen pin screws are possibly, no, I don't think they're stripped. I think this is maybe I just need a T7 bit. Point is though, like, one thing that I noticed also about my own Reaper is that I feel like the hardware is like kind of annoying because it can strip easily. Um, I noticed also that the comparing the Reaper V1 when I uh, fan it, it's certainly more handle bias. Whereas I fan the V2, it's certainly more neutral feeling. It definitely feels a lot more balanced. However, it's still got a slight handle bias to it. And I noticed that when I flip it on the bite side, this, I don't know if this is an illusion or something, but it feels slightly more handle biased when I flip on the bite side. Let me also weigh these two because I don't think I compared their weights. So the V1 weighs 4.3 ounces or 4.27. Let's see. I mean, then again, 4.27 ounces on the V1. V2. Interestingly, 4.16. So it's actually 0.11 ounces lighter. And I don't know if that's in the handles or if that's the blade. So that's interesting. I didn't actually realize that it was lighter because last night, I don't know, I was just kind of like figuring out like, is this worth it? It's certainly nice. Is it nicer than the V1? Hard to say. I think they're just slightly different because the V1 is just slightly more handle bias, and I like the blade more. And the blade is S35VN, um, and the grip is a little different. Let's see. Yeah, I think when I flip, maybe this is an illusion. I'm like, if I flip on the bite handle of the V1, it feels possibly more neutralish, but I'm not sure. Let's try and do palm fans. This is the V1. Oopsies, almost dropped that on my leg. That would have been not the worst, but not fun. I think a palm fan's okay, particularly on the safe handle. When I palm fan on the bite handle, I have a harder time. I never actually considered. I've like literally never thought about like until like yesterday or today, I guess. I don't know about palm fans being easier on one handle versus the other, or like fanning in general being easier on one hand versus the other, or one handle, I should say. It palm fans quite nicely. I think the V2 is shit more neutral than the V1. It's nice. It's got a good ring to it. And it's a titanium Balisong for under $400. So, again, there is a sale. Oh shoot, I also didn't realize that the buy two get one free sale ends Monday the 2nd, I believe. So by the time this video goes up, it's already gonna be too late. But still, you should support Black Balisong because I know he's going through some tricky stuff. And like, while I don't think this is the most earth-shattering Balisong, I do like it. It is good. It is comfortable. It's pretty quality. I think the hardware is okay. Um, Black Balisong still has something that I've never seen any other Balisong maker do, which is the bite indicator on the horn, which I really appreciate. I think his Balisongs are really like, they're like sleek looking. They're not too expensive because a lot of times Balisongs, I don't know, there are a lot of Thai Balisongs that sit north of like 500, 600, and it's like really hard to like gauge like what, like, is this worth that much? Is it better than these other ones? Like, these are good Balisongs for the price. Because the Channel Reaper is under $400 USD. At least it's like $395, I think. For a live blade too. So it's a really, really good bang for your buck. And the Channel Reaper is like someone's grail out there. So now the Channel Reaper V2 is like better grip. What is it? It was like pink with something flats. Pink is bronze flats, was it? Pink is bronze flats. Yeah, I didn't even realize it's like bronze flats because they're so subtle. It's hard to show up in here. But like the flats are bronze. It's easier seeing the sides. Oh yeah, the side is way more bronze. Look at that ano. So, yep. Despite the amount of play, no tap. And that's mostly just the one handle. And I don't know. I don't know if that is consistent for everything. So I think for the price, it's pretty good. It's like sub 400. There aren't too many titanium Balisongs that are that cheap. There's like the Sliff T and the Slight, I think, are like both under 400. And like, I can't say one is better than the other. They're all really different. I haven't tried a Sliff T yet. The Slight is like very distinct. Like the handles are very small and thin. The blade is like it's a very traditional look, but also like has a relatively standard flipping experience, but like a very subtle and small one. Like it feels like a really fantastic flipper, but like it is not for everyone because it's very small. Whereas I feel like this is a somewhat more standard flipping experience, but it does have this like a really nice ring to it. And I didn't even get around. Oh yeah, that's like last time I was supposed to try and do things like BT8B. Shit, I'm bad. Nice. Decent carry for the V1. The V2 still has that carry, actually. Ow! Pharmaceutical companies. That's going to need to be cleaned up again. Nice. Honestly, despite this feeling more neutral, it still feels like it has a really decent amount of carry. Like the V1. Oh, God. I mean, if I get blood on my own knife. Golly gee. But the V2 still has nice momentum for rollovers, which is good. And when I did the one aerial, it aerials nicely. That was a really satisfying thing, too. I'm not amazing at aerials, so it ladders nicely. The jimping is good, especially with the sides. Yeah, I think I'll put this all into one video. But now I have another bite, so that means I have to end this video again. Thankfully, I'm not dripping blood everywhere like last night. But if you like this video, check out the coffee in my description. It helps me cover shipping to get this back out to other people because this is a pass around. And like and subscribe. I'm going to do more videos about the Reaper V2, the Channel Reaper V2, I should say. Yeah, I have a lot more to say about Black Balisong, I think, because Black Balisong, I think, is kind of slept on, relatively speaking. So if you like what I do, oh, I forgot about the Medusas also, like around 300. Anyways, if you like what I do, check out my coffee and like and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts about the V1 versus the V2 or whatnot, let me know in the comments. So have a good day. I'm going to clean my hand.